I'm Robert Socolow, a professor at Princeton, here for the climate change track that went on both halves, as you know. This is my second time. I was here in 2006. This has been a week in which we have had stunning beauty, stunning prosperity, and stunning intellectuality, and all bear on what has most interested me for several decades, which is the challenge of fitting on the earth. The beauty here is a managed beauty. The mountains and streams are accompanied by vigilant zoning, and they're here because of a lot of human attention. The planet is even more precarious. And it's precarious in the same way. We have adapted to a particular planet. We've located our cities at the coasts. We've picked our agriculture places for agriculture where the rainfall was dependable and substantial. And the planet's on the verge of changing to a slightly different one. From the planet's standpoint, it's a shrug. From our standpoint, it's a very big deal that could preoccupy our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren simply to make the adjustments. Other species are at stake as well. It's not only anthropocentric, but it's largely, as we're framing the problem, about just making life the life of the next 100 years more tolerable and less distracting. Aspen's prosperity is the answer to why fitting on the planet isn't going to be easy. There's been a whole theme through here about the bottom billion people and their abject poverty. It is approximately the top billion people who bring climate change, and out of a world of now 6 billion. So it is the way in which we're consuming. And Bill Clinton used a very important word yesterday, the systems through which we are consuming that are creating the problem. We have to actually shift the systems through which mediate the consumption of us, the top billion people in the world and the top million within the top billion. And the intellectuality at the Ideas Festival is the answer to why we should be optimistic. Hard as this problem is, and it should not be minimized. Climate change is not going to be a piece of cake, the dealing with it. We have had here this week diversity and tolerance, which are very important. Climate change is many people's second most important problem who work in the field, and their favorite technology, which they're desperate to see promulgated. And they'll trade a lot if they don't get that. So this is about coalitions. There's been a refreshing emphasis on the moral and the ethical. This place is not dominated by naked rationality, thank goodness. And that has been really important. It has been a little light on the sciences, even compared to 2 years ago. I want to urge the organizers of the film festival, the Ideas Festival, not to fall victim to the two cultures problem. We need to have more scientists here. We need to have more awareness that the science way of looking at the world is the lens through which we have a prayer of solving this problem. So onward, taking joy in our surroundings, being more demanding of the systems that mediate between our consumption and the environmental impact, and allocating a significant fraction of our intellectual energy towards solving the climate change problem. Thank you.